My name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
Last year we sold our house and we're traveling across the country with our kids.
Hi, my name's Goose, and this is Maverick. Come join us.
Good morning, chicklets. How are you all doing today? So we are in the middle of nowhere in Quartzsite, Arizona. I cannot tell you how good this weather feels after being up in the Pacific Northwest for so long. The warm sun down here is amazing. But today is not about Quartzsite. Well, technically it's not about Quartzsite. Today we're gonna be touring some other full-time families' rigs and kind of showing you the hacks, the tips and tricks and things that they've figured out that works best for their families.
My name is Doug. Me and my wife Harmony, we travel full-time with with 5 of our 6 kids. We've been on the road for about 2.5 years, and this is our 40-foot Heartland Cyclone. It's a 2011, and it is a toy hauler. Some of the stuff we've done to make it more family-friendly is we made a bunk room in the garage. Let's go check it out.
Check out my crib.
So this is the kids' room. It's a toy hauler, and originally it had a couple beds that came down. We made that work. But this fall, we decided to build 3 bunks. So the kids' beds are just basic lumber construction. We did the whole remodel for under $200. That was one of our things that we wanted to try to do, is make it budget friendly. So we just cut their mattresses they had. We built the framing. We took the rest of the stuff out. It turned out great. The kids love it. Now they have floor space to play on where they didn't before because the beds were about 3 feet off the ground.
What about this stuff up here?
So the beds were on motors so that people could bring their motorcycles in to run the beds up. We decided to take the existing hardware and make a storage solution. So this right here is 5 totes worth of extra stuff that'll come up and down and out of the way. We have like low-use toys, coats, stuff like that.
That's like having an attic in your house. That's pretty cool. I am jealous of that much storage.
And then another thing fun is that it has the toolboxes. So down here we have bats and balls and skates and skateboards and anything else you can think of. It's nice because it's just out of the way, and then they can get into it as they please.
I really like how they've done this back here, because most of the toy haulers I've seen for full-timers, they leave the bed up top, the full queen size bed, and it just makes it feel so much more cramped back here. But because you have this tall ceiling with nothing in your way, it feels quite open, and they still have all that extra storage. And it looks pretty good. You did a good job staining the wood and all that. I think it looks pretty decent.
It turned out great, I think, for my experience level on carpentry.
I think that's how it goes now, but just good enough to be functional.
Yeah.
Welcome to Not Our Fifth Wheel. It is the 5th wheel of the Gravel Travels.
AKA Papa Todd.
AKA Papa Todd. Really quick fun story. Maverick keeps calling him Papa, and so now he's just Papa Todd.
So first off, can you tell us just a little bit about you and your trailer?
It's a Grand Design Momentum 354M. It's 39 feet long, and it only has 1 bathroom. 2 slides. It doesn't have opposing slides. That's what we really liked about it, and has the dinette.
I didn't even notice that. Are they both on the same side?
Super unique. Most of the Momentum we've seen don't have a dining table at all, so that's pretty cool.
But they still have more counter space than I do.
Yeah. But what I'm really excited about is what you did up there, so let's go check that out.
Okay. It was a queen bed originally, so I took out the nightstand that was in that corner, and I just have a Scrib mattress there. So that worked out really well. They've got some storage. I'm going to add more later. And then I just built a small platform for a twin-size bed for our 10-year-old.
A big thing with kids is they come with a lot of stuff. So what have you guys done for storage up here, since I think you said most of your clothes are in the closet, right?
Right.
So what do you guys do for the kids?
We knew we needed laundry, so we put our baskets under there. All our 10-year-olds Legos are in there, and we have a whole layer behind it that we can store stuff behind there.
Okay.
And the shorter stuff we kind of reserved for our 2-year-old stuff, so it's all our smaller toys, all little trinkets.
Very cool.
So kids sleep up here, which means that you guys sleep
In the toy hauler.
all the way down in the back.
All right, let's go to the back.
It was a queen size that came with it, so I added 16 inches onto the end with some plywood. I used 3/4 inch, and we fit our king size mattress. It's a hybrid.
We have like this much room in ours on either side, and it's like, you're on my side.
Actually,
Do not cross this line.
Touch me at night. That sounds awkward.
Don't put that in.
I like, this is super professional. Did you do that, or where did this?
That was originally on there.
And then you just put it at the
Yeah.
front.
Okay.
I was like,
What a great idea.
We kept hitting our heads, and I'm like, they put something on these for that purpose. I'm going to use it.
They were thinking.
And it actually looks fancy, like it
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
totally...
No, I totally
Stop.
thought that this was...
Alright, so to get up, you have to use a ladder, but you guys are working on something for that, right?
Correct. I've heard that you can get a motor and another drive bar, so we should be able to raise this all the way up and back down. Right now it has these little plates in here that locks it. This is as far as it can go. You can remove them, but because this is a workspace, we've left it here for now until we can just raise it every day.
Because that would be great at night to be able to drop it down to a super low level and be able to get in it conveniently and whatnot.
Right.
But that's cool.
Alright guys, so once again, go follow them. They are the Gravel Travel.
Correct.
Okay, they are the Gravel Travel, and super fun. They are going to be making their own version of like RV living and shirts, right?
Correct.
He actually has on one of their hats, which I love because it's actually embroidered into the hat rather than just some little paste stick-on thing, which is amazing. And I even saw your son's shirt the other day. It's so cute. So we will link that up, everything, for you guys if you want to check it out.
We're gonna head over here to 4 Kids, 4 Corners. They actually have a YouTube channel as well. How's it going, guys?
Hi.
Did you like that little seamless intro? Was that smooth? That wasn't awkward at all.
No, that worked out great.
We were not just standing here waiting for you to get
Not
over
at all.
here.
Totally unscripted.
Why don't you introduce your channel, tell them a little bit about you guys, maybe what your rig is, etc.
Yeah, so we are 4 Kids, 4 Corners. I am Mike. This is Jerry. We have 4 kids, and we are visiting 4 corners of the country. And we have a 38-foot fifth wheel. It's a bunkhouse model with 1.5 baths. And yeah, we
Tow with a Dodge Ram.
2006 Dodge Ram.
And did you say already how long have you been on the road?
7 months.
Okay, let's go check it out. Okay, right off the bat, I'm jealous that you have a 4th step. We've only got the 3 steps, and then this first one can be a big step sometimes.
But yeah, this is home, right? I mean, we squeezed 6 of us into here. And something that we did change is it came with like a couch that was like meant for gaming or what? I don't know. So this is an IKEA couch that couch/bed. So we just pull it out, fold it down, and then we have little braces that we put up underneath it, and then we actually sleep our 2 girls. They're 5 and 7, and they just sleep feet to feet. So that's like one little change that we made that was like super simple and super cheap from IKEA.
Very cool. And this is, I love these opposing slides you have back here. It makes this rear room feel so big.
It does. It just pushes all the way out and just opens it right up. And then it gives us a chance to get into the other bathroom, which the kiddos use.
For families out there considering going full-timing, one of the things we really wanted was that second bath. But even if you get the half bath, it's a game changer because having that second toilet, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I was saying, they were saying they didn't like this mirror, but I kind of like how much more open it makes the trailer feel.
It does. It definitely opens up for sure. You know, I started out in real estate in a previous life, and that's what we always do. You put mirrors when you want to open it up.
One thing that we don't love about the rig is we just don't have very much counter space. We're lucky because we have the inserts in the sink, and so we can put those in. But using the sink when you cook is kind of, you know, something you do all the time. So I'm constantly having to like take those out to use the sink, and then I have to move everything. It's a pain. So we went to IKEA. This model was supposed to come with an island, and it was not here when we bought it. So we bought this at IKEA. It's not too heavy. It's not light either, but it rolls, and so we use it for counter space, and we use it for storage. We keep some of the kids' homeschool stuff and like all of our charging cords and things like that. So
Cool.
we can't get rid of it ever.
It's part of the trailer at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm super jealous of these. I wonder if you can buy these aftermarket.
I bet you can. I'm sure they came with your rig. Or did you buy it new?
No, we bought it brand new. It
Oh.
didn't have it, which is shocking. So one of the unique things that they have that I'm actually kind of jealous of is they have this hitch called the Anderson hitch, and it's theoretically one of the lightest fifth wheel. Technically it's more of a gooseneck hitch that you can have out there. So why don't we show you that real quick, because I know at least with us we have something like a 300 or 400 pound slider hitch, and I wish we could get rid of some of that weight. So the Anderson hitch would be a great I guess substitute for that.
And it's that gooseball connection to where it just allows all the pivot, like side to side, front and back, and there's no chucking. So it was kind of a no-brainer once I figured out what it was.
How long have you guys had it so far?
7 months.
7 months, okay.
7 months and about 11,000 towed miles, and I would not do anything different.
One of the unique things about it is the way the head attaches. It turns your normal pin box up here into a receiver for a gooseneck ball.
And it's a solid connection with this little funnel. And so you don't even have to be perfectly level. So you just lift up, pull the truck out, pull the truck in, drop down, and it'll sort of guide its way in.
Do you remember the weight rating on that? Is it 25,000 pounds? I can't remember how heavy it is, do you know?
On my particular one, because it's the rails version, it's not the aluminum gooseball version, it is 20,000 pound rated.
Okay,
So,
which is still would hold our trailer no problem. So if you're worried about like the stability or maybe my rig's too big, I've seen some really big triple axle trailers, because even they have a newer one, like you're saying, an aluminum one that I think has a 25,000 pound rating on it. So I've heard nothing but good things about this hitch, so that's why I wanted to show you guys. All right guys, that does it for our tours today. I know this is a little bit different than normal, but I really like seeing these kind of videos online, because I know that when we started and even now, I used to love these videos because they would give me so many ideas for our own rig.
Yeah, just looking to see how people made their RV work for them in a more functional fashion is always so, I don't know, there's something exciting about it.
And I know today's theme was very fifth wheel heavy. In fact, I think all the rigs were fifth wheels. But there are people that do this in Class A's and travel trailers, Airstreams, all sorts of things. So I would love to hear if any of you travel full-time or part-time, what you've done with your rig to make it more travel friendly. Comment down below and let us know. Yeah. So until next time guys, remember, stay positive, get out there, life is an adventure, so make some memories.
No, we're not leaving it like that. Don't actually put it in. But no, make some memories.